When we talk about education, are we talking about giving kids a meal in the morning and lunch meal? And the changes that we are making in education, in putting on new structures and existing building to eliminate the two-shift school system, that's a policy. When we talk about the police transformation in the police force and how police are trained and putting in police station and equipment for police to do the job, those are policies.
Yeah, man.
When we talk about the hospital system, the healthcare system, and what is being done to add new wings and hospital, to add new bed spaces, and putting in equipments to deal with things we couldn't deal with before, those are policies. When you make a decision that you are not going to charge people to drive on a toll road from Kingston to St. Thomas, that is a policy. When you are building the bypass, Montego Bay bypass, and you are not doing it in a toll road, that is a policy. Squitty, I could go on and on and on and on and on and name policies. I could go. One of the things why you see housing is the booming housing market in Jamaica. It's because of a policy to lower the duty to buy house, the barrier to buy house. It moves from 30% to 10% that you have to put up in your initial stage to buy house. Those are policies. When you talk about the National Housing Trust and all the policies to access more money to buy homes, those are policies. I guess people don't understand what is policy, Squitty. So when they ask these questions, they're really just hearing things mentioning out there and don't understand what is being mentioned. So what they do is come and think that maybe somebody putting in a road, is that is a policy, and if you're not putting in a road, you're not putting in policies.
Omalu, I'm not stop you, but what will I benefit from now? One of the biggest policy will I benefit from now? 592 income tax threshold to 1.5. I can tell you I benefit from that hugely. I benefited from that hugely.
It was a policy initiative the government took to say let's raise the wages of our public sector.
Soji.
Those are
Yeah, Jay, what you say?
They buy 475.
I'm
lying.
Hold on, Jay. Make him finish. Let him
all
finish.
Right.
Just won't get at that.
All right.
Yeah. We have to understand what it is that is policies. And when we are talking about what are the policies of the government, if we don't understand policies, we're not supposed to come and hear and ask these stupid questions. You understand me? Really and truly, because it just don't look good and it don't sound good. It just make you know that you don't understand what is it that you're talking about. The government of Jamaica and the Andrew Holness government is doing things in Jamaica that are greater than even certain policies that are being implemented. It's called an unknown policy. And the unknown policy that a lot of people don't see that is taking place, that PJ Patterson and his government wanted to implement as a policy, where they call it values and attitude. Andrew Holness is changing the values and attitudes of Jamaica based on their standard of living and their qualities of life toward the security and all of these things that they are benefiting from. All the parks, the public parks that they are putting in. They are changing the qualities and the value. People, you don't turn on your radio in Jamaica or your TV in Jamaica anymore and hear about all the excessive bad behaviors that we used to hear about in the 90s. The policies of the Andrew Holness government is changing the way people see themselves and how they conduct themselves in Jamaica. Policies of taking, just a minute. The policies of saying that no plastic, we are going to take away plastic bag because it is dirty in Jamaica and it is bad for the environment. These are policies. What you were saying now?
You remember back in the 90s when the PNP ruled, Jamaica was the begging capital of the world.
Jamaica was a disgrace. I am proud today
That
to
we don't
say
beg.
that I am a Jamaican. And one of the reasons why I am proud, because I was embarrassed one time. I was so proud that I love Jamaica that I was easily embarrassed because people, I would have to be in real challenging arguments with people about our crime situation and how we are branded as the murder capital of the world, which was very embarrassing to me.
Stick a pin, please, guys. Stick a pin. Entertainment, what are your names? Please try to spam the channel, please. To stop doing that. Don't do that. I know what you're doing.
Jamie, I say I'm going, man.
Yeah. So, we have to understand where we are at now in our development as a country. And we have to look, is it that our development is in a good place? Are we in a solid place? Are we working on changing of our education system? Are we giving kids the opportunity to upskill themselves in job training and stuff like these? Yeah? Are we doing this? Are we working on what produce wealth, which is the human capital, the people of Jamaica? Yes, we are doing it. When we talk about things, we have to understand that when they talk about telecommunication, the world was changing. We were in America at that time. It was AT&T, and then they moved to T-Mobile and Verizon and Sprint. The world was changing, so we couldn't stay just stuck to cable and wireless or the Jamaica telephone company as what we did have in the first place. We'd have to evolve. But did we as a country evolve in a way where our telecommunication developed Jamaica in a way where it's not an extractive industry? Did we put in policies in place where telephone company develop engineers in Jamaica, where telephone company develop products in Jamaica, just like a Huawei would or a T-Mobile would? Are we going to buy equipment to bring to Jamaica? Are our telecommunication developing these things? We were developed and extractive. The policies weren't good. The OUR policy doesn't serve the people of Jamaica. It serves the telecommunication industry and the electrical utility industries. So when we are talking, we have to understand policy and policy effects. And we must understand.
Omalu,
Yeah.
I hear your time, but you never say something. There's something boy we run one sitting to me. What just the man you talk about recreation? I did not know, Omalu, I would go to a public beach and don't want to go home. I did not know it could have happened to me. That I go to a public beach and when the security said, time me, I beg the security say, they can't give me a few more minutes. I did not know that could ever happen to me. And I can tell you, if you go to the Harmony Beach Park, brother, it's place so nice. You know, I left when the time come. Continue, Omalu.
But these are things that people don't place value on. And when somebody go to a Central Park in New York City, or people go to the London Freedom Park and all of these type of things, what the effect of when you go to all these nice parks and Zen gardens in Japan or China and things, they know the psychological effect it have and the development of people. We can see it when people go to Devon House and out there having ice cream. We can see when people go to Emancipation Park. So we need more of these things because Edward Seago start putting in these things, the Mandela, downtown, George William Garden Park, and he start doing these things. We have to understand, when we talk even about telecommunication in Jamaica and the transformation of telecommunication in Jamaica, we had a thing they call it named Digiport. Digiport was signed is a combination of AT&T and cable network in America. And this is what laid the ground, the foundation of what we call BPO in Jamaica today, the upper established in 1988 under Edward Siaga. We have to understand, you see, our lack of understanding in how government develop a country and how policies are conceived, and we don't, just because we don't understand these things, we just keep repeating what we hear others say, or what we see, or what some people tell us that these are good things, without understanding, are they really in the development of Jamaica, or are they extractive? Are they extracting from Jamaica? We only see them here in Jamaica, but whatever they get, they extract it and it leaves Jamaica. You see a lot of people speak, and when they speak, oh, foreign direct investment. Oh, no foreign direct investment not coming. And I said to myself, out of foreign direct investment and local direct investment, which one is better? Which one circulates in the economy more? The foreign direct investment profit leaves Jamaica. The local direct investment profit stays in Jamaica and circulate. How much local direct investment has been happening in Jamaica under Andrew Holness government? All the bypass, all the roads, all the government structures, all the expansion of Honey Bun and all these companies in Jamaica. Who are they? They are local people. It is easy. We can all be autodidact. We can all go and learn and understand these things. They're there for us to learn. We have a smartphone in our hand. And if we don't use the smartphone to understand our nation develop, we will give away what we have, hoping to get something that we don't have. Jamaica is on the, don't keep on digging. And I just reached, almost ready to reach the breakthrough. You stop and turn back and turn away. We are right on the cross of breaking through. This is not an experiment. We are not living on hope. We are seeing tangible things being done. We are not getting promises. Why should we give up this to hope for something else? Why? We have to really think about what we are doing, where we are going, the choices we are going to be making. And Jamaicans, you have one of the most important job to do here in Jamaica, because everything happens after you do the job. You can elect a government that sets you back, and you can elect a government that continues to bring you forward. It is your choice. You have that important job. You cannot have such an important job and you don't do it, and then ask a government to do something that you have the chance to do the job. You never do it. This is your time to play your role. Jamaica is not an experiment. We are not in a lab. We have to keep going, and we have to keep going forward. And I will just leave it there, Squitty. Yeah? We have to continue. Have to go
We need another round. We're going to give you our next round. All right, hold it there.